Hello everyone. So it's now 7:11 a.m. I was trying to catch it while it was still 7:10. So it wouldn't have been, so y'all wouldn't have thought it was Illuminati numbers or something. It had just turned 7:11. So I just tried to catch it while it was, still 7:10. Some people might not know, but anyway. So I don't recall having any sleep last night. And I think that might have been the fourth Epsom salt bath that I took last night. And the other three times with that particular lavender Epsom salt, um, I'm getting the eye boogers out of my eyes. Um, the Epsom salt bath with the lavender, the other three times it worked really good. But last night, I don't know what happened. But I guess when the perps catch on, I guess that something's helping you sleep or something's starting to work good for you to sleep. Then they stop that product from working on you. But I don't even feel like I have magnesium in my body right now. I don't know, I just feel so depleted of my magnesium. So that means that, wow, I'm feeling that deprived feeling, and my heart feels oxygen deprived. And it was more torture to hear that freaking alarm go off. It actually, I think, went off at like 5:58 or 5:59. But I think it was about 6 o'clock in the morning. And it's like, how retarded could you be? So the alarm, I don't even know what person's room that was. So, and I hate to keep running to the office and being like a quote unquote tattletale. So it's like, but I figure it's part of the gang stalking and part of the perping, because the first time I tried to grab the phone, that's when immediately when I went to grab for the phone, immediately it stopped. Then they kept manipulating it, and then eventually I was able to catch it. So today's freaking sucks because I got no. I don't think I got any sleep last night, and it was one of those moments where I don't remember falling asleep, being asleep, or waking up, and now I'm feeling the deprived feeling. I've been, sleeping with the sleeping bag in this bed, and I wonder, it was like 40, supposed to get down to 44 degrees. And I'm wondering if that was the reason why I didn't get to sleep. Um, if I should have put the heater on, if that would have helped me sleep better. But I'm feeling cold right now, you know. So then shortly after the situation with that, with the smoke alarms, then I had to deal with I heard a little bit of leaf blower harassment, but not close by this window. But you know, I think I was able. It sounded like it could have been like next door. So well, I'm disappointed because I really want to work on a lot of writing today in my ebooks. I even thought about wanting to write some more fiction ebooks. And it's more like to illustrate an example of specific scenarios that could go on, you know, with narcissistic abuse, targeting, or whatever. And it might sound outrageous or outlandish, but that's our life. It's unpredictable. So, like, you know, more than just one targeted individual, more than just me, other professed targeted individuals, you know, realize and recognize that, oh, hold up, that gang stalking and narcissistic abuse go hand in hand, and that supposed narcissistic control freak fake friend in your life is a you know, supposedly your handler or a perp or your so-called boyfriend or whatever, supposedly like your pimp or whatever. Um, but if this is the life I was forced to live as a targeted individual, then I would rather have no boyfriend or husband, because it's so degrading to be quote unquote pimped. So, like, the narcissistic control freak fake friend, retarded deformed Carnell, he sorry, fight not unwanted thoughts. Well, he I didn't even realize that that was classic perping what he did to me. That's a whole nother video. But he even, tried to tell me, yeah, go ahead and go to R. Kelly, go ahead and go join R. Kelly cult. And, he tried to tell me, oh, you'll pimp this and you'll pimp that. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm single and have nobody. So I'm like, what are you, I mean, narcissistic abusers love to talk about prostitution and pimping for whatever reason. And they have their minds perverted and always talking about sex. And then they project that onto their victims. That's like that fake ass DJ guy who now wants to call himself a voodoo god. Um, the guy who tried to human traffic me to Chicago or somewhere in Wisconsin or whatever. He had a Chicago phone number, but was living in Wisconsin. So he he tried to tell me Pensacola is your pimp. So they're obsessed with control and abuse, and they worship punishment. And the thing they love to talk about is prostitution and pimping, or whoring and pimping. You know, like the Tracy Broadhurst lady tried to project her she tried to project her whoring onto me, and then try to spiritualize it, and try to use the Bible to manipulate me and stuff like that, and play all kinds of games. And I don't know, it seems like fake truthers and fake Christians, and if you're a combination of fake truther and fake Christian at the same time, that's you the ultimate worst. And they do the most damage to your soul. And it's takes years to recover from. Like, I still feel like I haven't healed from or recovered from what Miss Tracy and Miss Lisa did to me. And Last night there was a guy, speaking of cults and spiritual abuse. There was a guy who reached out to me by email last night about the fake IDMR cult. And, I don't want to go into detail, but, you know, he was a supposed Christian, and his wife, he was trying to get his wife out the cult. So I heard that when narcissistic abusers form a relationship with you, it's like considered a one-on-one cult. And that might be explain why a narcissistic control freak friend try to exercise total control over all your life. Like when Miss Lisa Ruby had me go to when she manipulated me into moving to Greenville, South Carolina for that fake deliverance ministry thing. All day that she spent with me, and to take me to the Section 8 office, the food stamp office, the Social Security office, trying to get a P.O. box for my mail and take me here and take me there. But she acted the biggest fool at the Social Security office because that's where the money's at. And I think she took me to the Medicaid office or something too. But speaking of Medicaid, I ended up dealing with Medicaid. They called me sometime last week as well and said that they kept getting returned mail, and I keep forgetting to call them back. So I need to call them back. And the reason why they've been getting returned mail, because remember I told you that I pretty much gave up on going to get mail because they kept manipulating and playing with my mail, playing all kinds of games in that what's that place? The Waterfront Mission, that extra rude to me or whatever. Excuse me. So back to Lisa Ruby. So she wait till we get to the Social Security office to act the biggest fool and humiliate and embarrass me, and she got loud with me and made a big scene, and plus she kept questioning the people at the Social Security office who were rude perps anyway, and they were rude as fuck. And then there was a black lady, she was nice to me, but the white girl, she was rude as hell. And Miss Lisa kept going to the back of the office. I mean, she kept going and questioning security guard and trying to act like she was trying to find where I was, and kept acting like she wanted to be, just because that's where the money was. And she know that if she made a big scene and embarrassed and humiliated me, she knew that she would she figured she can fuck up my money, even though, I mean, that's all the money I had, the money supply that I had, and she was also trying to, set me up to get banned or kicked out, I'm sorry, I keep saying, I don't know why I'm nervous. I'm feeling very nervous. But it's like they destroy narcissistic abusers. They destroy everything good about you. Gang stalking perps destroy everything good about you. If I'm here in Pensacola and they tell me I have to leave Pensacola, or I can't stay in Pensacola because, or they think it's foolish for you to want to come to Pensacola because that's where the beach is and stuff like that. I'm like, well, why y'all didn't have that energy when I was living in Los Angeles where the beach is? So I went to many different beaches in Los Angeles. And like, people don't want me driving, they don't want me swimming, they don't want me going to the beach. I'm not allowed to do what makes me happy. But the moment that a narcissistic abuser gets something great that you wish you had, and you get mad and you say that they didn't deserve whatever good treats in life that they get. I mean, but then they will tell you that you're crazy and need to get your head checked, or make it like you obsessive or something's wrong with you. If you say, for example, I'm just saying, for example, if a narcissistic abuser who you hate so much, who has abused you and done you so wrong, if you find out that they met and spent time with and took pictures with your favorite celebrity or something like that, I'm just using that for an example, and you felt like that, damn, this motherfucker didn't deserve, and if they find out you said, or if you tell them to their face that they didn't deserve it, they'll, try to crush you like an aluminum can, and make it like as if, like as if you out of your fucking mind for saying that they didn't deserve to meet. I'm just using for an example. Say if you wonder how the hell they got to meet, I don't know, Eddie Murphy, for example. If somebody got to meet Eddie Murphy and he was your favorite actor or whatever, and you find out that the old bastard got to meet Eddie Murphy during the during the Norbit uh autograph signing or something like that, you know, or for example, well, me and my OCD or whatever, people would think it's silly, but you know, if I got mad at a narcissistic abuser or a gang stalking perp who got to ride a bus, like if they got to ride a transit bus with my favorite numbers on it and I didn't get to ride it or something like that, or if they got to ride a brand new bus before I did or something like that, but um but then they put it to a stop, they put it to a halt for me to even get a damn minimum wage job. I can't even do that. Or, they put a stop to me having a simple bowl of grits. Or they want to give you half a bowl of grits. Or, y'all know the harassment and how it goes and stuff. Like, everybody's worth more than you. I'll tell you, like, the fake foster mom, Adrian Felder, who they call Ann. She used to treat us like rich man and Lazarus. How we were, no, all we were worthy was of 6 day old stale noodles, but we forced to peel shrimp just for them to eat. And you're not allowed to have, I mean, if you forced to peel butterfly shrimp, or you're forced to peel shrimp just for them to eat, and you get severely punished to the max for asking if you can have some shrimp too, but you were forced to peel all those shrimp by yourself, and they devour and attack you and bulldoze you for trying to, if you peel shrimp, and you get the ultimate punishment for asking can you have some too, like as if you're not worth shit, while they can have shrimp, lobster, and steak, while you forced to eat 6 day old moldy stale noodles, and then you get called the fool or the dumbass if you get food poisoning or if you get sick from those moldy noodles. But yeah, or like back to me talking about, if a narcissistic abuser or a perp would, meet your favorite celebrity or something. I'm not crazy over Eddie Murphy, but I didn't hate him either, but you know I just threw any random person out there. So they would think, like, if you get mad and say, "Oh, you didn't deserve to get to meet Eddie Murphy," they get mad. And say, how does that make sense? No, that makes no sense. Listen to how stupid you sound, or whatever. Well, you don't think it sounds stupid for you to deprive me of a simple bowl of grits, or a cup of orange juice, and I pay full price, and y'all think I deserve half, less than half? And then you get mad and want to talk about, you get mad and want to call me greedy, or you want to manipulate and play all kinds of psychological games, or you want to talk about, oh, standard portion size, so you can try to control me and manipulate me and abuse me, and you don't have that authority or right, so or if you find out that a narcissistic abuser, when you're blocked from driving at all, and a narcissistic abuser, or a gang stalking perp is criminally, illegally, and undeservingly driving the same kind and color of your dream car, or a car you wish you had, like a purple Navigator, or a purple Cadillac SRX. I'm just saying how, because they sold their soul to get all these treats in life, you know excuse me, but they done all kinds of wickedness to get good things, and we're blocked from the simplest things. But then I have to remember, to not love the world, and the things that are in the world and stuff like that. I have to remember that, so I almost don't even care about driving or having a car no more, and been too exhausted and depressed, and even kind of scared, and I hear more and more about staged car accidents and stuff. That's not accident. That's attempted murder. I don't know why they call it. Just because the car crashed don't mean it's an accident. Sometimes it be an accident. Sometimes it be on purpose, like a hit, what they say, or an attempted hit. And I heard stories about how people crash their car into yours on purpose, hoping that they can get insurance money out of you, and then play victim and pretend accident, like it's accident or whatever. So before I go, my time's supposed to be running out soon. Uh, Stars 15K, when she tried to falsely report me on my Candy Grand Prix channel, um, and I'm glad that YouTube said that it wasn't in violation. Um, so they weren't gonna take any action on that channel. So she's sitting there, like, just by me mentioning her name, she wanted to falsely report for privacy violations. So clap, clap, clap for me, and with that, and I'm still suspended on the other channel, and also, good news is the same person who gave a good review on my gang stalking and narcissistic abuse ebooks. He gave also a great review on the ebook. I mean, the gang stalking and targeting individuals ebook. The same guy, he gave a good review on my narcissistic abuse ebooks. So that helped me feel great inside, and so I even notified YouTube and said, look into Stars 15K, look into her YouTube channel and see, like, her pattern of harassment, her harassment and stuff like that. So I mean, I felt relieved that she tried to mess with my other channel and try to take that down, and she might, well, I guess there'll be only a matter of time before she come on this channel and try to harass and fuck with me or whatever. But as I said, these perps are too fucking old. And narcissistic abusers, what they do is they act childish and bully and pick with you. And then they tell you you're immature and need to grow up, and tell you got arrested development or whatever. So they just notify me about my time up. So thanks for listening, and I love y'all, and bye bye.